What's good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Kojo coming at you, talking about some possible trade scenarios. Well, one of them, you know what I'm saying, involving Derek Carr and the motherfucking New Orleans Saints. He's also supposed to have a visit with the Carolina Panthers, possibly Monday, but I don't know. I don't know. He was supposed to be there tomorrow, but that trip got canceled. So and I guess he's going to Carolina on Monday now. But I don't know. From what I'm hearing, sounds like the Saints might pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying? Give us a third round pick. And I don't know what else. I mean, if it was up to me, I would want Marshawn Lattimore. Like, give me Marshawn Lattimore, or give me a fucking defensive player. What's good, Jack? Salute, boy. With my dog. Salute, Jack. Yeah, man. So possibly going to fucking New Orleans. So what I'm understanding, the Raiders are asking for a third round pick. But like I said, I would ask for Marshawn Lattimore. Like, give me a fucking awesome defensive player. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, maybe fucking we'll get some compensation for Derek Carr after all. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just releasing him next motherfucking Wednesday, get that fucking compensation and go from there. As far as the Derek Carr is concerned, now what I'm hearing, I guess we're not going to move up for a quarterback, and we're probably not going to move up for Jalen Carter in the draft. This is, coming per source from someone who supposedly knows someone on the inside that the Raiders are not going to move up for a quarterback. And so that means they're not going to move up for Jalen Carter either. So I guess they're going to get the next best defensive tackle or the next best or defensive player that's on the board. Just as long as it's defense. I don't want a fucking offensive tackle or offensive guard. I'm going to lose my mind, man. I can't fucking deal with no fucking taking an offensive lineman with the 7th overall pick. I can't do the Alex Leatherwood bullshit. Or, I was even pissed in 2018 when we drafted fucking Colton Miller. I wanted Derwin James. But whatever. I guess, Colton Miller's turned out to be all right. He had a down year last year, though, in my opinion. He gave up too many sacks and allowed too much pressure on the left side. So let's hope that he fixes that issue and, gets back to being the upper echelon of left tackles in 23. That shit was just like, bro, like, you're going to get our fucking quarterback killed, bro. You're just blindside. You know what I'm saying? We're dependent on you to fucking hold your block and don't put our quarterback on a stretcher. So, yeah, man, the Raiders are fucking looking at supposedly at Tanner McKee from Stanford. Pretty good sized quarterback. I mean, as far as how he's about 6'4". Okay, that's pretty typical. Quarterback to have. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty tall. I've watched some of his games. I mean, he has a good release. So we'll see how that projects to the next run, to the NFL. But yeah, they're looking at that guy. So they'll probably get him. They either might have to move up into the late first, or they could get him in early second. It all depends on what team might need a quarterback late in the first round. You know what I'm saying? If they don't have a quarterback now, or by the draft, if they don't have a quarterback, through free agency that they think that will help them in 23, then they might pull the trigger and try and get Tanner, before the Raiders have a chance to snag him up. So the Raiders might have to move up some spots in the second round, maybe even into the first. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. I mean, up until this point, he wasn't even on my radar. I mean, the fourth quarterback, because we got Bryce Young, Levis, and Stroud. Well, the fourth quarterback that was kind of being talked about, or at least by some podcasters, has been uh, Richardson, from Florida. And but yeah, don't get him. I'm saying, do not get that guy with the 7th overall pick, because then you talking about a reach. I mean, I don't care. Yeah, people always say, well, if that's our guy, it's not reaching. Well, if you're fucking projected to go into the second round or later, and you get picked at 7th, that's reaching, bro. Because obviously either scouts didn't do their job, or you're just that fucking guy. And like, now, with the 7th overall pick, I wouldn't be down and draft Richardson. But yeah, this guy McKee, he wasn't even on my radar up until I heard it on was it? I think it was last week or Sunday. Shit, I don't even remember. But I heard it on it was a Captain Jack Live. It might have been Sunday. Where I heard that the Raiders are looking at Tanner McKee. I'm like, okay. I mean, that wasn't if we get him in the second or late first, as long as we get him. So as long as if that's what they're looking at, as long as we get him, then now at 7, if we're not going to move up for a quarterback or for Jalen Carter, because it's probably going to cost too much compensation, then we need to get the next best defensive player on the board. And I mean, the best available player on the board, whether it's fucking defensive tackle, linebacker. If we can get a shutdown corner, like like the Jets got Sauce Gardner last year, I'd be down with that. But just don't fuck this up, man. Like, I know the draft is still a couple months away, a couple months and 2 weeks. It's just that's all we're gonna be fucking talking about from now till then, Well, until the free agency period starts next month, mid-March. I mean, we're gonna be speculating on, who the fuck we're drafting at 7. Just please do. I mean, I'm gonna trust Ziegler in this aspect that you're gonna do. You're not gonna be like Mayock and Gruden, and you're gonna fucking actually make the right pick, a pick that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So let's not fuck this shit up, man. Let's get this shit right. Because that's going to be the foundation. Hopefully it's a game changer. We get that game changer with the 7th overall pick and really change our fucking defense. I mean, I'm tired. I'm sick to death of talking about this fucking issue. It's been going on for too damn long. I'm saying our defense is it's not good. I'm saying it's not good at all. And we need to this is the first piece. You start with the first foundational piece of this draft. I mean, obviously we already have Max Crosby, as a veteran, but you need a foundational piece for the 23 draft. I'm tired of fucking wasting first round picks on players that don't pan out to be shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is fucking irritating. So I wanna get a game changer. I want to get a game breaker. Big Worm, what's up, bro? What's up, my dog? Salute. Damn, I like it. People are starting to find my channel. It's cool. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a very special guest in the background. This is a brother from another mother. This is one of my best friends in the world. And he's been a Raider fan for longer than me, over 50 years. And he coming straight out of Stockton. Here, my boy, Henry.
What's happening?
What's going on, dog? Not much, man.
Hey, it's all about the Raiders right now. We got some issues. We got talk about Josh. What they want to do. If are they gonna pay him or are they gonna let him walk?
I don't think they're gonna let him walk. I mean, he was the best running back in the league in 20-2. I mean, the man was the man. Okay. He would have even had more yards if he didn't. What was it? It was a game that oh no, I'm sorry. The first month of the season, when fucking McDoofus wasn't using him, and we kept losing in the last possession because he would get away from the run game. If he ran, like, let's say you give him 4 more games with how he ran the rest of the season, he probably would have had over 2,000 yards.
Okay, is he worth more than Zeke? Is he
No,
worth
no.
wise?
Okay.
I'm saying, wouldn't you pay him them kind of money Zeke getting? Because Zeke ain't worth nothing no more.
Zeke is okay. First of all, Zeke is not worth no fucking. What's up, Rafa? Salute. Zeke is not worth no motherfucking 18 million per year. That is a no. Ever since he got paid, he's fucking fallen off the mountain for the Cowboys. So he's not worth 18 million. Now, if the Raiders franchise Josh, they're gonna piss him off, first of all. And he already said he doesn't want to play on a tag. But if they franchise him, then he would be, I think the tag is like 10 million for 23. But
that's too low. That's too low, though. That's too low.
I know that's too low, but I would say give fucking Josh between 12 and 14 million a year. I mean, that sounds like what I think is fair compensation, especially for the Raiders, because I already know Ziegler, he's the type of besides Chandler Jones, that's the only contract he's fucked up this year or last year. He won't overpay for players. I don't know what happened with Chandler Jones. I think that was because he's one of his former players. So he's like, he figured he can still get a lot out of him. Well, that motherfucker didn't do shit until we played the Chargers the second time. And that's, for me, that's not good enough. That is unacceptable. You're making 17 million a year, and you only gave us like 4 sacks. Like, nah, bro. I mean, that sucks. We're stuck with that fucker for 2 more years. But I think he's the only one that he fucked the contract up on. But yeah, I don't think he's going to overpay for players to bring him here.
Mark Davis needs to step up, though. He needs to step his game up also.
Yeah, I don't know what Mark Davis is doing right now. He's in trouble because I guess he paid his basketball player, for the Aces. He paid him under the table or something. So he's being investigated for that.
No, he did. No, he did.
I'm serious. That motherfucker's under investigation because supposedly he paid some Aces players under the table. So now they're looking at him for that.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Davis.
That's the NBA investigating them. So, or I'm sorry, the WNBA investigating them.
Oh wow, that's crazy. That's not good. That's not good for the Raiders. For the Raider organization, that's not good. No good right now.
Yeah. But man, I've been preaching this shit for the past month. It's like, what are we gonna do with that 7th overall pick? I don't want another player that, I don't want a Clelin Ferrell. I don't want fucking Alex Leatherwood. I don't want, even, I know he was good for us, but he still messed up. Henry Ruggs, I don't want something like that where we get a player in the first round with the top 10 pick and then they turn out to be shit. And then we just wasted another first runner. So I hope they fucking swing and hit a home run right out of the park with the 7th overall pick.
Quarterback, though, we can get one.
Well, that's the problem. You're not going to get a quarterback with the 7th because all 3 of them are going to be gone. And from what I'm hearing, the Raiders are not going to move up to get a quarterback or that guy from Alabama, from Georgia, Jalen Carter. So I think now, they have to get the best available defensive player on the board at 7. So whatever that is, whether it's a defensive tackle, linebacker, shutdown corner, I'm saying we haven't had a shutdown corner since Nnamdi, so it's been a good minute on that front. We haven't had a good D tackle since Tommy Kelly, and before that, Warren Sapp. Middle linebacker, we haven't had one since Kirk Morrison. And safety, I don't even remember that one. I mean, can you remember the last time we had a fucking, I guess, but he wasn't the first rounder. I mean, I guess Stuart Schweiger was, the last high-end safety we drafted in the last 20 years.
Well, it's time. It's time for the Raiders to make some changes. Real serious football changes. Don't just be pretenders. We need to be winners. I'm sick of team like Kansas City every year after year. Come on, for real.
Oh yeah, you're sick of it. I'm sick of it. Everybody in the Raider Nation is sick of fucking the Chiefs dominating this division and especially dominating us. I mean, let's be real, since 1990, so we're talking 33 years since I've been watching. Actually, I started watching the Raiders in '89.
See that from
We have not beaten the Chiefs very much. I mean, they've doubled us up. I think it's like 40 something, and I think we have like 18 wins against these bitches
Oh my
in
goodness.
30 something years, man. That's horrible.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Very unacceptable. So yeah, we need to fix our defense. We need to be able to, I'm not gonna say stop the Chiefs, but we need to fucking slow them down. Okay, like don't just let them go up and down the field like this is Tecmo Super Bowl or Madden 94 and you just fucking scoring 50, 60 points because if you don't score the same, then we're never gonna fucking contend with the Chiefs. And the Chargers are giving us problems all of a sudden too. So you got this kid that looked like I call him Sunshine of the West because the other dude from Jacksonville is Sunshine. From Remember the Titans.
Right.
But I mean, this kid looks like a freckle face, little punk, but he's fucking really good.
Cujo, we gonna need, but me, like I say, I'm still interested in a quarterback. I mean, come on, that's what makes the engine go. We need a quarterback, man. We need somebody that's gonna be what they say they are, a quarterback, and win some games.
Well, I mean, the quarterback obviously that's been getting talked about ever since Tom Brady retired has been Aaron Rodgers, right? If we can, does Aaron Rodgers come to the Raiders? The what I want to know is what is that going to cost us for a 40-year-old quarterback that may retire in a year? You know what I'm saying? He's just a band-aid. So we get Aaron Rodgers. I mean, yeah, we might be Super Bowl contenders this year if we get the defense fixed, but he's just a band-aid. He's just a stopgap or bridge quarterback, whatever.
I think Rodgers,
you want to use.
Rodgers could have at least a couple of good years, I believe, left. He could have a couple more good years left in his body.
I mean, I believe if he doesn't talk about retiring every year, I think he can play. Okay, assuming he doesn't get hurt or anything, I think he can play 3 more years. So we would get 3 years of Aaron Rodgers if he decide to play that long.
And
if he plays 3 years, I'll be down with that because then that dead cap won't hurt as bad once he does retire. It's only going to be 2 years. But let's say we get him this year and next year he decides he wants to retire for good. And then now we're stuck with a dead cap for 4 years. That's gonna suck, and that's gonna set us back.
We don't need him in Vegas going into the dark zone neither. We need him to win games. We need Rodgers to win.
Everybody's been talking about that he's gonna go on a dark retreat or no cell phones, no social media, no friends, none of that shit.
Get real. Hey, not to get off the Raider talk.
Hey, it's all good. We can talk about whatever on here, bro.
What do you think about this Durant and Kyrie Irving stuff going on? What is it? I mean, what them guys doing? I mean, Kyrie.
I mean, okay. Well, we can pretty much say that the Brooklyn Nets are done as far as trying to win a championship. The big three has been broken up.
I know. I'm saying that's crazy. I just don't understand what new.
Well, Kyrie and the it was never a good marriage. Kyrie and the Nets were always at odds. Apparently now he said he felt disrespected. They didn't listen to him and all this yada yada yada. Now I don't know what the hell happened with with Kevin Durant. I don't know why they decided to trade him too.
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy. I mean, why? I mean, now I'm thinking KD just can't play ball with nobody. I don't know. Do you think he can win by himself? He got to have 5 men on the floor, but he had like if he want to be the man wherever he go. For real.
KD made a mistake. Okay, he decided to leave the Warriors in 2019 because he wanted to do it on his, get his own championship. We're like, no, you're not gonna do it, bro. Because if you didn't do it when you had the big three, okay, so I know they didn't play very many games together because of somebody's always injured. But if he couldn't do it with James Harden and fucking Kyrie Irving, I mean, if you can't do it with those guys, and you got swept out of the playoffs this last year, yeah, you weren't gonna do it. You're not gonna get it done.
And now he still ain't gonna get it because he's not gonna go. I mean, he gonna get some touches in Phoenix.
Salute D Menace.
Huh?
I'm saying salute D Menace. When someone pops up in the chat, I say salute.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm seeing new people starting to find my channel. I like it. I'm liking it.
Yes, that's right. Hey, but like I say, man, I don't know. I just didn't like that move. I mean, the Nets let KD left, and now the Warriors. They seem like they might be in limbo for a minute with Curry out. So there's a rock and roll right now in sports.
And the Warriors just traded James Wiseman, so they lost a piece
and got back. We got back a piece they shouldn't have got rid of anyway. Gary Payton Jr. II. Then they get it back.
We got back a piece that we shouldn't have got rid of. We got back D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, exactly.
We got rid of. Oh my God, I'm so happy we finally got rid of fucking Russell Westbrook. I've been like, ever since he came to the Lakers, I'm like, this is just not a good fit. This dude is not what he used to be in Oklahoma City, and I'm like, he's just fucking it up for us.
Who was that, Russell?
Russell Westbrook, man, he was fucking it up. I got tired of his ass.
So they traded him also then, right?
Yeah, Russell went to the Jazz. All right, so we got D'Angelo Russell, and we got Malik Beasley.
Right.
And I forgot the other dude's name.
Who they got?
Third dude.
Who got Mike Conley? Did Mike Conley go?
Mike Conley went to Minnesota.
Hey, darn.
Yeah, Mike Conley went to Minnesota.
So,
and then the Lakers made another move today. They traded fuck is that kid's name? Bryant, Thomas Bryant. They traded him to Denver.
Wow. Say, man.
Who was it? They also traded. They got rid of Patrick Beverly. So they got rid of a problem child.
Yeah, he is. Pat Beverly is a problem child. He is.
Pat Beverly is a problem everywhere he goes. Like he rubs his teammates the wrong way. That dude just like he has a. I don't understand what the problem is. I guess he just got anger management issues.
Yeah, he don't care no more. Like I said, he done made a lot of money. He don't care anymore. He don't care, man.
Salute, Nutty Raider Nate. That's good. Shit. Yeah, man. So I don't know. Hopefully, now that the Lakers traded away some people and got some people back, now we can maybe put some wins together and get us in the fucking, at least in the play-in tournament, to try and make the playoffs.
I'm actually looking forward to this season playoff. Look like the Western Conference it's gonna be interesting, real interesting.
Well, I think based on yesterday's trade, I have to put the Phoenix Suns. I got to put them as the favorite to come out of the West based on their, the team that they have assembled. I mean, you got Kevin Durant, you got Devin Booker, you got Chris Paul, and then you got DeAndre Ayton. That's a pretty scary team right there.
That's a pretty scary lineup. But that's if Chris Paul can stay healthy.
If Chris Paul can stay healthy.
We can stay healthy. And And I'm thinking, what Clippers, they missing only one piece. Clippers are missing a piece. If they can get them a guard go along with Paul George, I think they could make some noise in the Western Conference. They can make some noise, but everybody got to go through Denver so far right now. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Denver's #1 seed.
I mean, everybody.
I mean, it's gonna be a serious battle in the freaking playoffs. That's for sure.
It's gonna be definitely serious now with he in the West too, huh? Kyrie in the West. Yeah, he's playing with Dallas, so they in the West.
Kyrie's playing with Dallas.
It's gonna be some good games in the West. The East is not too much work because you only got 3 or 4 runners about 5 runners in the East. You got Milwaukee, Boston.
Boston. You got Philadelphia.
In the Heat.
I guess you can put like Atlanta and Miami. So that's about it in the East.
Yeah, but like you're right. So the West, and like I said, Lakers get hot. Who knows? They could make a run.
Shit. Interesting. Those are some interesting trades.
Hey, I'm gonna leave for a moment, man. Got to go to this here, John.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can just turn your camera off and turn your mic off.
Okay, gotcha. All right then.
Yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Yeah, man, it was good chat. Look at all my people starting to come in the chat. I like it. Pretty soon I can have a regular chat, where there's hella people watching. But I know I'm a rookie right now, so baby steps. But yeah, man, the fucking Raiders looking at fucking the quarterback from Stanford. That's interesting. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully, if we do draft Tanner McKee, he can pan out. And, if we draft him and get Aaron Rodgers, sit behind Rodgers and hopefully learn. I know Rodgers is not much of a teacher because he didn't do it for Jordan Love, and he didn't do it for anybody else that sat behind him. I think Huntley, Huntley that plays for the Ravens. He used to play for the Packers. So if we do get Tanner McKee and we get Aaron Rodgers, the kid sits for a year or so, learns his picks up the offense as much as he can, because I know Josh McDaniels, McDumdum, with the rookie quarterback, because I know when he had Mac Jones, he didn't throw too much at him, like he did at Carr, because Carr is a 9-year veteran. But I think with a rookie, he's going to keep the training wheels on for a while until the QB picks up the system and gets comfortable. And then, maybe then throw him to the Wolves. That's good. That's days. Salute. Nice. Saint. We have a Saints fan in the chat. That's tight. Hey, you guys might be getting Derek Carr, bro. Hopefully we get get that 3rd round pick. And like I said, if it was up to me, I would ask for Marshawn Lattimore too. But I know that's not happening. But I know you guys are in cap hell. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to cut some people because you guys are $50 million over the cap. And Derek Carr going to have a contract of at least $34-35 million in 23. So Carr failed the Raiders because we don't know why he failed. He had everything, especially in 22. He had everything, so we don't know why he failed. He just, what I'm saying, he didn't get it done. He didn't get them playoff wins. Maybe fresh start, fresh team. Maybe he'll do maybe he'll put you guys back in contention. You know what I'm saying? It happened when you guys got Drew Brees in 2006. Now, Carr's not Drew Brees, but he's probably better than anything else you guys have on the roster. At least I think so. I mean, Jameis Winston, we already know what Jameis Winston is. You know, he can throw for 5,000 yards, but he can also throw for 30 interceptions and not fucking really take you anywhere. I mean, he might have a good stretch of games, but yeah, Carr was clutch up until 22. And 22, he, you know, every time we had the ball on the last possession, you know, we didn't get it. We didn't get it done. But hey, man, you know, if he comes to the Saints, I wish him luck. You know, gave us 9 years of service. Hopefully we get that compensation. That's all I care about, man. I want to get some compensation for Carr because I didn't want to just release him and get nothing. What's up, Afakasi? Salute, bro. Yeah. So yeah, I wish Carr luck. You know, if he goes to the Saints, let's get that fucking compensation for him. And you know, once he's off the books, then we need to start looking at what we're gonna do. You know, for a quarterback. And right now, I mean, obviously the plan is Aaron Rodgers, unless he decides to stay in Green Bay. I mean, I don't know if they're going to run it back again. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, you keep telling the Packers, you know, you talking about retirement. I know probably 60% of the fans are already tired of Aaron Rodgers, you know, talking about retirement every motherfucking year. Hell, I'd get tired of a fucking quarterback always talking about retirement. But that's, to me, that's the first plan A, is to get Aaron Rodgers. Just what is the compensation? If the compensation obviously is too much, then I'm not giving all that shit up. I'm not giving my fucking 7th overall pick. And, you know, because I'm hearing like they want to, like probably Darren Waller might have to be part of the trade package, maybe a second. I mean, honestly, if I could give up for Aaron Rodgers what the Raiders gave up for Devontae last year, a first and a second, I'll give up a first and a second if that's all that I need to give up, right? But I would try to give up next year's first, not this year. But you know, sometimes teams just don't budge, man. They want what they want. If they want to fucking, you know, they say they want the fucking 7th overall pick this year and a second. I don't know. I don't know if Ziegler's going to do that for a 40-year-old quarterback that may only play one season. Plus, we also risk you know, because Aaron Rodgers has been hurt before, 2017. I don't remember what game it was, but yeah, he broke his collarbone. He was out for the rest of the year. That's when Huntley came in and, you know, played for the Packers for the rest of the year. So there's that danger of Aaron Rodgers getting hurt, because at that point, if you fucking trade assets, a first and a second, and let's say a player for Aaron Rodgers, he comes here and God forbid he gets hurt. Now we're just completely jacked. You know what I'm saying? Because then, assuming they resign Stidham, then we're gonna go with Stidham for the rest of the year and pray he plays like he did against the 49ers, you know, because I don't want inconsistency. Like if, you know, if he plays a game or two like he did against the Niners, but then the next 3 games he played like he did against the Chiefs, then that we fucking lose at that point. I mean, we're gonna be 8-8 or fucking again 6-11 or 4-13. And yeah, it's going to put us in a position to, you know, to draft Caleb Williams, but I don't want to do that shit, man. So that's the risk we run. But that's the plan A is to get Aaron Rodgers. Plan B, I don't know, fucking Jimmy G or Jacoby Brissett. But that's about all I'm looking at as far as free agency. Like some people have talked about Baker Mayfield. I'm good on Baker Mayfield. Some have talked about Mac Jones. I'm like, well, you have to trade for Mac Jones, and the Patriots would have to agree to any type of trade. And I don't want Mac Jones. I mean, he's okay, but he's not the kind of quarterback I want on the Raiders. But again, McDaniels coached him before, so I guess he would. He knows the system. Jimmy G knows the system. He just can't fucking stay healthy. So if you bring in Jimmy G, you definitely run the risk of injury. You bring in Mac Jones, it could be inconsistency, or it could be, he can come in and fucking take the reins and take us to the playoffs, maybe. Jacoby Brissett, he knows the system. He hasn't played it in a while, so he's the one that's furthest removed. Actually, it's been Jimmy G has been away from it for a while too. So yeah, both Jimmy G and Jacoby Brissett haven't been in that system since 2017. So it's been a good minute. I mean, Stidham is, he was in that system in 21, and obviously he's in that system last year. So he's the freshest. He's got the freshest mind to run Josh McDaniel's system. So obviously, plan A, that would be the free agency. Plan B is to get a quarterback in the draft. But since we're not going to move up from what I'm hearing, now, people talk. I mean, and they might be fucking just putting this out just to fucking make us start wondering and start, second guessing like, oh shit, what are we doing? What are we doing with that fucking 7th overall pick? But if the Raiders are dead set on drafting Tanner, then they're gonna try and make that happen in the draft. Like I said, either in the second round or they might need to move up to the late first. So like probably 26 through 32, somewhere in there. He might have to move up, give up some, because we do have 11 picks. Fucking snatch him up that way, or if he falls to the Raiders in the second where they don't have to move up or down, I'm good with that. Get him, or maybe they're putting out Tanner McKee, but they might be looking at Anthony Richardson, or they might have a quarterback that none of us are talking about. I mean, who fucking knows? It might be, what I'm saying, it could be Hendon Hooker. I mean, everybody's been having fun with that shit, having a hooker in Vegas. Because I remember, was it last year or the year before, where Malik Hooker, the defensive back, he was a free agent, and I think he was a free agent, and then they were talking about the Raiders signing Malik Hooker, and they're like, you're gonna have a hooker and a stoner. When Dylan Stoner was still on our team, you're gonna have a hooker and a stoner in fucking Vegas. And, people are having fun with that bullshit. Yeah, man, you don't know. You just don't know what quarterback the Raiders are looking at. They could put something out just to fucking make people talk and make teams like, start to second guess on what the hell they're gonna do. But shit, I can give you. It could be. I mean, you go down the motherfucking list. There's another cat, Jaron Hall, from BYU, or Dorian Thompson Robinson from UCLA. I mean, we can grab any of these fucking guys. Shit, Aiden O'Connell, Jake Hayner from Fresno State. So now I know how we would all feel if we draft another fucking quarterback from Fresno State. Everybody would be like, well, man, I don't want another quarterback from Fresno State. You know, he might come in and fucking, give us whatever, another 9 years of inconsistency. But can't think of it like that. Just, it's whoever Ziegler and McDaniel have as their highest rated quarterback on the board that's who they're going to get. Either if they fall to if he falls to the Raiders, or if the Raiders have to move up or down to go get their QB. Now, obviously, I want to happen. I want to, give me Rodgers for not too much compensation because of his age. Give me Rodgers and give me a quarterback in the draft and re-sign Stidham. Okay. Give me some kind of security blanket because we can see, you could have a game like the Niners and the fucking Eagles. You could be down to your third string, fourth string quarterback, and then you've got your fucking running back as the emergency quarterback because your third and fourth stringers are down and you weren't prepared. That's just something, teams have to fucking live with every year, because most teams during the regular season, they have, or the playoffs, they only have 2 active quarterbacks on the roster. And then you have what they call a emergency quarterback, which is usually a running back or a wide receiver that played some quarterback in college or in high school. So you always run that risk, man. You run the risk, you lose both fucking quarterbacks. Now you got to go to the emergency quarterback. But I want 3 quarterbacks on the roster that if you do have to activate that third guy the following week, he knows, he at least knows the system. Or obviously if it's a rookie, you hope that he's learned, like whatever week he would have to come in, you would hope that he's learned enough or he's practiced enough, even with the scout team, to be able to get thrown into a game and keep the ship from sinking. I mean, we've all seen it, man. We saw Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy, last pick in the draft. He tore it up. He was tearing the NFL up. He was undefeated up until he played the Eagles. But when you're hiking the ball and not even 2 seconds go by and someone is in the backfield putting you on the ground, I mean, there's not much you can do at that point. You just hope you don't get hurt, you don't break your leg, you don't break your collarbone, tear up your fucking shoulder as you're getting slammed to the ground by a 300 plus pound man, and hopefully he doesn't fucking pancake your ass to the ground. So that's why it's so important to have a solid offensive line that doesn't just let fucking defenders just come through like it's the floodgates. So, yeah, our offensive line, obviously, we know we need to address, the guard, the right guard, and the right tackle. But let's get these quarterbacks on the roster that can keep us from getting beat every week. Even if it's by fucking like how we lost last year, you lose by fucking 3 points or 2 points or touchdown, in the fourth quarter, or you give up a lead. I want a quarterback that at least gives us a chance. So if we do have the ball in the fourth quarter and we're driving down for, to tie the game or to win the game, I want someone competent. So, yeah, re-sign Stidham, I've been saying this shit now for a month. Resign Stidham, and now that the focus is on Rodgers and we don't have to talk about Tom Brady anymore, see what the hell it's going to take to get Aaron Rodgers in a silver and black uniform, and definitely get a quarterback in the draft. So whoever the fuck Ziegler thinks is the highest rated quarterback on the Raiders draft board, go get that guy. Go move up, go move down. Obviously, I know you're not going to do that with the 7th overall pick. So, yeah, get that best fucking defender at 7. Get the best. I don't care what it is. The best D tackle, best linebacker, best corner. Probably not a safety. There's not too many safeties that I'm looking at in this draft that are worthy of a top 10 pick. So we'll see how it goes with that. But yeah, it's also interesting, with this Derek Carr situation. Because I've been hearing people left and right, oh, we're not getting at them, we're going to have to release them, blah, 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 and this and that. And like, hey, he had a second meeting with the fucking Saints. Let's just hope that because I think the hang up was the money, because I think he told the Saints that he's not really negotiating, the $40 million guaranteed. So the Saints are going to have to figure some shit out, like, and fast too. All right, they're going to have to get under the cap. Right now they're 50 million over, so obviously that means releasing some players, restructuring some contracts, and figuring out how this will all fit in their cap. And they're not giving up a lot of compensation if all they're going to give up is a 3rd round. Or we'll see how that goes. And yeah, man, our fucking Mark Davis keeps fucking up, man. This guy's just he's under investigation by the WNBA for supposedly paying his basketball players under the table. Like, bro, you're under a microscope now. You're in Las Vegas. They're gonna anything you do that looks suspicious or questionable, they're gonna fucking look at you with the serious microscope. So better stop fucking around, because I know you can't. I know they can't take the Raiders from you because your mom owns the team, and you're basically just running it. But once your mom is not here anymore, you're going to have to take care of those loans that are past due, and then you become the sole owner of the Raiders. Shit, they could the NFL could come after you down the road if they discover anything, suspicious or whatever, like emails like Gruden or some shit like that. I mean, that could be the end of your ownership with the Raiders. So you better stop fucking around and just be legit, bro. Be fucking legit. Fuck. Shit, man. So what's up, Afakasi, Raphael? Y'all wanna come on, man? I can send the links if you guys like. Let me know. You can always fucking talk about the Raiders and other shit so long. Let me know, man. Yeah. So shit. Other things we need to look at is we definitely need a fucking a burner wide receiver, bro. We need to We need to fucking make defenses think, bro. I mean, if we can get that fucking burner, get us like a Tyreek Hill type, or like we used to have Henry Ruggs, or shit, I even think Tim Patrick for the Broncos. He's a burner, right? He can fucking put some fear in the defense. Because last year, I know Devontae is an awesome receiver, and he can get open. We all know that. The amazing catches he made last year, especially the catch against the 49ers. I think, to me, and probably most of us, that was the catch of the year, because I got that catch, and I got the Justin Jefferson catch, the one-handed reverse against the Bills, for them to convert that fourth down. I mean, those two catches right there were tops. I mean, they were the best catches of the year, in my opinion. So we all know what Devontae Adams can do, but if you can't put fear in the fucking defense because you don't have that guy that can stretch the field and burn everybody, like a Tyreek Hill or like a Henry Ruggs, then defensive coordinators, you know what I'm saying, they're going to figure out some things and take away. I mean, because they're going to throw three people they could throw three defenders or four against Devontae Adams. And then they're going to make you try and beat the defense, with whatever the hell our second wide receiver is going to be. Because like I've said, I don't think it's going to be Mac Hollins. I think he's going to command too much money, and I don't think the Raiders are going to pay that. So they're going to have to look at somebody else. So, hell, man, I know I talked about this guy already a week ago, but yeah, look at John Ross. Just the mere presence of someone that can run 4.27 or 4.22, excuse me, he ran a 4.22. The mere presence of having someone that runs a 4.22 to be on the field, I don't care. You still have to cover him. You have to be like, okay, I need like at least two guys on him. Hell, he could just be a decoy. I don't give a shit. But get someone to free up space and get Devontae going and Hunter Renfrow going. Because, yeah, if we get Rodgers, then, yeah, we're probably going to lose. Most likely, we're going to lose Darren Waller. I mean, Green Bay's been wanting Waller now for a couple of years. So, yeah, I think if we go after him, they're going to want Waller. But if you get Waller, then I'm only giving you, I'm not giving you so I'm not giving picks and players. I mean, this, at least if it was me, if I'm the GM, I'm not giving picks and players to get Rodgers. I either give you players or picks. But to give you both, and if you're asking for a lot, no, I'm not doing that shit. So I hope Ziegler sticks to his guns and doesn't, we don't need to be desperate to get a quarterback, because worst comes to worst, Stidham is a serviceable quarterback if given, obviously more than 2 games. So let that man play an entire season if that's what it takes. But yeah, don't give up the fucking farm for a quarterback that, like I said, might play in 1 year and then retire. I mean, if we get him for 3 years, fuck, I'm all for that. I'll be down. I would take that any day and all day on Sunday. But we don't have that guarantee. So yeah, don't give up the farm for Rodgers for 1 year of play, and then we don't know what happens next year. I mean, shit. Take a look. Just take a look at the guys I mentioned, and they should give all these guys a look. At least bring them in for workouts. So shit, bring in Jimmy G, bring in Jacoby Brissett, bring in who else? There was another guy that they were looking at. I mean, shit. Fuck, can't think of it right now, but there was another guy I heard that they could possibly take a look at. It was like a reporter or somebody mentioned this guy's name. Before a week ago, I might have heard Geno Smith, but then the Seahawks have, I think they told Geno Smith they're going to resign him, so that's out the window. Man, just take a look, man. Just take a look at some of these quarterbacks, and let's figure this shit out. Because now that we know that Carr's definitely gone, because I even heard somebody said that, what if Carr comes back? I'm like, why would Carr come back? He's not coming back. So that shit's out the window. And as soon as this fucking trade happens, which I hope it happens in the next day or two, if what I'm hearing, then let's get that shit done, get the compensation, and then we can start figuring it out from there. But yeah, plan A, obviously, Aaron Rodgers. Let's get Aaron Rodgers, and that way we at least have a shot at the playoffs, assuming all the other pieces get drafted and free agency, we land the right pieces and fix our defense. But I want a plan. I want to see a plan in place. But I said it last week, and I'll say it again. Unless we get Rodgers, we are in rebuild mode. Anything less than Rodgers, it's a prove it. You have to show it to us, because we're tired, man. And this is going to be an ongoing thing, and I'm going to fucking pound the table on this. We are tired of losing. We're tired of mediocrity. We're tired of bullshit players. We're tired of paying for, and I've seen it all. Most of us, shit, we've all seen it all. Anybody that's been a Raider fan as long as I have, we've seen all the shit. We've seen the Javon Walkers of the world. We've seen the Tommy Kellys of the world. We've seen the fucking, even Warren Sapp, I think he was overpaid. He did some good things for the Raiders, but, we done seen all the free agents, the D'Angelo Halls of the world. Fuck. That fucking guy, he came in, played 8 games. He got paid $70 million. I don't know how much he got guaranteed out of that, but he played 8 games. He got torched in every game, and then he was released, and he went to the Redskins and kind of balled out. But I'm like, yeah, I'm tired of those. I'm tired of that bullshit. I'm tired of the chumps. Motherfucker just coming to the Raiders to collect a paycheck. I want to see some solid free agents. I want to see that draft. Got to knock that number 7 out the park. And hopefully, if this kid, Tanner McKee, well, shit, let's hope that, he's our Justin Herbert, or he's our fucking Pat Mahomes, or Josh Allen, or, Joe Burrow, any of the fucking upper echelon quarterbacks. I hope he's one of these guys, or a little bit of all of these guys, and see what happens. Let's see where we go from there. But yep, unless we bring in Aaron Rodgers, we're in a rebuild. And I'm going to say that shit until the Raiders show me something different, or prove to me that we're trying to fucking, because we've been told this is not a rebuild, and Mark Davis thinks that we're in win now. We're like, well, if we're in win now, then fucking show us, because we haven't seen win now in a fucking long time. So we want to see. We have to call you out on it, Mark. You want us to come to the games. You've been complaining about that shit. That the fucking fans. You want us back in the stadium, in that expensive ass fucking stadium. You need to show us if we're in win now by allowing Ziegler, McDaniel to bring in their guys and whoever they think will fit this team, and take us to the fucking promised land. If that's the case, if we're in win now. But, if we don't bring in Rodgers, then yeah, bro, we're in rebuild, and who knows how long that fucking phase will last. And I don't want to see it. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody in the Raider Nation wants to see it. We want to fucking go to the playoffs, and we want to win. So let's get these guys up in here, man. But now that I'm here, with this draft plan, if you really want to get Tanner, if that's the plan. But now it's going to be intriguing what we do with that 7th overall pick. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck do we draft? Who's going to be the game changer? And who's going to be, who's going to come in here to help Max? Free agents. I mean, fuck, we're a month and a week away. So we're basically 35 days away, maybe less, 33 days away from free agency. So let's see. The same free agency is almost right around the corner. And on another note, let's talk about the fucking, I guess if you wanted to call it, you want to call it the Pro Bowl that happened last Sunday. Man, that's from what I didn't watch it, from what I heard is I heard they were doing thumb wrestling and fucking some other stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? Dancing and jumping over stuff. I was like, what the hell? But, I guess this Pro Bowl just became such a joke, nobody was fucking really trying. It was just basically, you're scoring 50, 60 points in the game. Obviously, there's no defense. So the NFL and Roger Goodell, they're like, yeah, well, if this has become a joke, let's fucking make it flag football and other little skills competitions and all this shit. Yeah, because my boy that I was talking to, Henry, he called me last Sunday. He's like, what the fuck is this bullshit? I said, I don't know, man. I ain't watching that crap. I really haven't watched the Pro Bowl in years. I mean, I used to watch it in the 90s, but after a while, it's just basically all-stars, letting all-stars do whatever they want, score points and mess around and showcase. So yeah, the Pro Bowl, flag football, whatever, and skills competition. It is what it is. Yeah, but my boy thought, he's like, what the fuck is all this shit? I'm like, yeah, this is what it's the Pro Bowl games is what they call it now. So, yeah, that was last Sunday. Like I said, I didn't watch, don't care, whatever. And this Sunday, man, I got the Eagles stomping a mud hole in the motherfucking Chiefs. I mean, I would like to see a blowout. I like to see the Eagles beat the Chiefs by 20 points or more. but realistically, it's probably going to be a close game. So I got the Eagles winning. I got the Eagles winning 38-30. That's what my score prediction for Sunday is. Yeah, I got the Eagles winning 38-30. And either they're going to score the final touchdown to win the game, or they're going to hold the Chiefs from tying the game, and obviously because they would need it. If it's 38-30, they would need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. But I think the Eagles are going to stop the Chiefs. So either they're going to score the fucking final touchdown, or they're going to stop the Chiefs from scoring to tie the game and send that shit to overtime. Hopefully it'll be a fun game, but I do want to see Mahomes eat a lot of grass in Glendale, Arizona, and fly, Eagles, fly. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely don't want the fucking Chiefs to win anything. Anybody in the Raider Nation, I know 2 years ago or 3 years ago, some Raider fans went for the Chiefs because they hate the Niners. I'm like, I don't see how you can hate the Niners more than you hate a fucking division rival that has dominated you for 30 years. But anyway, some people went for the Chiefs in 2020 and some went for the Niners. But this time, I'm going for the Eagles. Fuck the Chiefs. Fuck FAKC. Fuck Nick Wright and anybody else that fucking rocks with the Chiefs. Fuck y'all. Fuck your team. And the fucking Eagles hopefully are going to stomp you into the ground. And that's going to be 2 losses for Kermit the Frog in the motherfucking Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. And on that note, bro, I think I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about tonight. I mean, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to be bringing this shit up until the damn draft to see what the fuck we do with that 7th overall pick and see what we do in free agency. Give me Aaron Rodgers, bro. Give me Aaron Rodgers, but don't pay too much. Don't overpay. But if Mark Davis says we're in win now, then fucking show us. Let's go, baby. Let's go get these free agents. Let's get these draft picks. And let's keep these shit going. Because it's Raider Nation till I die. You know what I'm saying? And just remember, man, hug and kiss your loved ones. Because yesterday is history. Today is now. And tomorrow is a mystery. And always live each day like it's your last one. Because you never know. It could be. All right, Raider Nation. Until next time. Talk to y'all later. Peace.